Well, that leads us into building in public, actually, nicely, because as we've been sharing our journey in terms of building something new again, the products, the platforms we're using, how we're integrating them, the approach, what we're doing. One of the things that we've done quite a bit of is, in addition to client work, is build our own tools again. And you know, we both sort of sat there going, why didn't we do this before? But one of those tools around automation is in sales, because we both, you know, you have to work in sales, right? I mean, they say everybody in an agency is working in sales, everybody in companies working in sales. But if you are actually in sales, one of the hardest things is A, keeping your data up to date, and B, not letting people slip through the net after you've done the hard work of getting them in that top of funnel area, right? And as soon as you get a certain number in there, unless you've got really good systems and processes and you're meticulous about, you know, going through that data, it's very easy to let people slip through that net. And we know it takes 12 to 15 touch points, you know, to sell to somebody. If you're on LinkedIn, that doesn't mean you try to sell to them on every single one of those 12 to 15 touch points, by the way. That means you nurture them to get them to a point of being ready to buy something you have, which is going to add value to them, right?
Well, it's giving value, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ultimately.
It's giving value. So what have we done?
So we have been looking at all of our sales kind of processes, automating those, using AI tools for some of it. Obviously, human oversight is really important too. And it's speeding things up no end, isn't it? I mean, it really is. So we've got, obviously we've got machine learning engineers, and we've got some data scientists and people on the team now to help with that stuff. So that's been a fascinating process, isn't it? So going away in the lab, as it were, going into that kind of rabbit hole with the technical team, it's been really interesting. And it's speeding up massively, right?
Yeah.
For ourselves, and that'll help our clients too, of course.
Yeah. Well, this is the area where, you know, we're not reliant on AI to do our work, but it's there as an assistant to us and the other people who are selling to do a better job. So we've got a lockdown private large language model. So the data can't go anywhere. It can't get out. And we've built a tool that analyzes our CRM system and our emails and looks at people who are potentially in a sales funnel who haven't been contacted. Our cadence is in about a month, but you could have that as whatever you want. And then we're using AI to write a suggested next email to them, which sits in our draft folder for us to review. We then go in, review the email, make changes, make sure it's right. Sometimes it's not right, make sure it is right, and we can send that off. And that is going to help make sure we fix any holes in the bucket as we grow and scale and everything else. So
yeah, scale, exactly.
You know,
automation at scale.
Yeah.
And we've had some really interesting conversations, haven't we, recently about that, about the things that keep on coming up, about automation, repetitive tasks, and using those kind of baseline, maybe less sexy bits. The content stuff's important, the imagery, all that kind of great stuff.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's the getting those baseline processes right, using AI in the right places as an assistant, like you say, to do it. And that is a consistent conversational theme at the moment.
Exactly.
For ourselves. But yeah, it's going really well, isn't it?
Very good. Very excited about that.